Hi, I'm Tayla-Lea from Modalità Vacanza, and this is my story with notation.
Tayla-Lea, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yes, good, thank you.
Thanks for having us in your house.
No worries, thanks for coming. It's so beautiful to have a full house so early in the morning.
We love getting ready with you. Can you tell us how you get ready in the morning to set up your day?
Well, the morning's the most important part of the day. We're getting dressed. And what you wear is truly like your armor. So I really, really, really care and take a long time deciding what I wear. Then when it comes to the rest, I'm usually like a base, a bronzer, a little bit of blush, caffeine, and I'm out the door.
I've heard you talk about before how you dress sets up how you feel for the rest of the day. Can you talk to me a little bit more about that?
Well, I really love to play a lot into like the femme homme side of my wardrobe. So it does really depend what I have on during the day. If I have a lot of meetings or I'm stepping into more finance, I'll usually do a little bit more homme with like a blazer, a business pant. But if I'm doing like more design or fashion, I am straight into the girliest girly outfit I can find, because I find when I really celebrate my feminine energy is when I get best of my designing done.
And what sort of feeling are you?
Today, I'm feeling playful, fun, flirty, excited. So I thought I'd put on our first ever custom beading, actually, because it's very empowering that I did this and I made this, and I'm feeling really empowered to talk to you today. So it aligns. Oh, this is going to be hard with the blush.
You used to be a lawyer, right?
Yes. Crazy.
Crazy. You've lived so many lives.
So many lives, but I do feel like it's more aligned than people think.
Okay. And how did you get dressed when you were a lawyer? It's so different than your job now.
It was. Technically, it's a very different job, but I still feel like the process of dressing is exactly the same. Like, I put on a blazer and it is honestly like a cape. It is armor to me. And I think when I was practicing law, I felt like I was in a lot of rooms where I didn't belong. So having that other sense of armor, whether it be a blazer or a really beautiful tailored business shirt, really added a lot of confidence to me. And it's still the same now. I'm still in rooms where I really feel like I don't belong with other designers, really successful business owners. And so dressing for me is exactly the same. It's another form of confidence. And it's so much more than just what it's wearing. It's actually the feeling that it's evoking. It's barely ever the pieces or the colors alone, really.
So what are we going to do today?
Okay, big day, and I feel like you're just going to slot along beautifully. We've got a financial meeting at the HQ straight up, which isn't as glamorous, but it's highly important. Then we've got a fit modeling session with my best friend, Emma. She's our day one fit model. So you're going to see a little sneak peek of the winter collection, so don't tell anybody. Yay. And then we'll just go about business as usual. I've got a really big day leading up to this collection launch. So honestly, you go in with a plan and who the hell knows where the day could lead. But I'm really excited for you to be a part of it.
I think I heard that we're going to meet your parents too.
Yes, so they're in the financial meeting. Amazing. So I'm so lucky that they've been there day one, setting the business up with the proper business structure. Vacanza wouldn't be anything that it is today without them, because as fun and fabulous with patterns and materials, we got a budget and we have to set it up properly. So they play a massive part in Vacanza, so I'm excited for you to see all about that too.
Amazing. I can't wait.
Yes.
Let's go get a coffee.
Yeah, that's most important.
Yes.
This is going to be really fun and fabulous walking around the streets because everyone's going to think I'm famous.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, actually, I need to show you my favorite part about living in Kingscliff, the beautiful Kingscliff Creek. didn't. I'm not a born and bred beach babe. I worked hard to become one. So I've been traveling south. So born in Mackay, and then for a few years on the Sunshine Coast, then high school and law degree in Brisbane. And then I got a job at the local law firm here in Kingscliff. And I've been here for 8 years, which is wild. Time's going so quickly, but this is definitely home. I can't imagine living anywhere else. I do feel really drawn to Sydney and the industry there. It's so much happening, so vibrant. But yeah, this is really home for me in this chapter of my life, which I'm loving.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And I feel like places like Kingscliff need people like you, creatives like you, brands like Modalità, you know?
Yes, 100%. I think there's so much power in the community here, especially starting a business here. I feel so beyond supported. It's not like a little fish in a big pond. Other businesses really rally around Vacanza in such a beautiful way. I love that it was birthed here, and because Kingscliff has really given Vacanza the most beautiful stage and shone a spotlight on it. And I do believe that that is a heavy influence within the success that we've had. Absolutely.
So good. And your parents live down the street, right?
They live on the same street, which is fabulous. I love it because I have 2 fridges.
Yeah.
But that just happened by chance. We live on the most stunning street. We've got creek views, ocean views. There's nowhere else that you'd want to be but here. And I actually never see them on the street. They are around the corner, which I think
busy people.
They're very busy people, and neither of us are ever really home. Like, I live at the HQ, so yeah, I don't see them.
And what was it like growing up for you? Like, what was your childhood like?
My childhood was beautiful. I have the most incredible relationship with both my parents. I grew up dancing. I think my dad really wanted to be me to be a netball touch footy girl. Tried for the touch football team, didn't get in, and I was like, no, I'm a ballerina. So I've always grown up dancing, and I feel like that has had a really big influence on my confidence. Able to get up on a stage is pretty much the same as being able to talk to a camera, talk to an audience. But I loved high school. I had a really great experience. I went to an all-girls school in Brisbane, and it was beautiful because I'm a very girly girl, and it really lent into that. And then through to uni was hard, but at the same time, it was a really beautiful season of my life and did lead me here. So yeah, I loved my childhood. I still in my brain think I'm 21, so I get confused. When you're asking me that, I'm like, I'm still a child. But yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, we're gonna meet your parents later. We'll get to chat to them a little bit. What kind of things do you think they did or instilled in you to make you such a great business owner?
Well, they have had businesses my entire life growing up. Mum owned and ran hairdressing salons, and Dad had construction companies. So I really, from day one, have understood the sacrifice that it takes to start a business and to scale a business. I know what it's like to fail forward and to have losses, but I also know what it's like to succeed and the work and effort that it takes to succeed. So leading into Vacanza, there really hasn't been anything that surprised me so far. It's very different in fashion compared to construction or the hairdressing industry. And some things there I go, whoa, but nothing has surprised me. I really, really feel that I'm built for this because I've grown up around it. And then every single job that I've had in my life has led Vacanza to be what it is. I have had some incredible mentors. When I was working at the local law firm here, I had a supervising solicitor, and his name is Richard Reading, and he is the most intelligent man in the entire world. And in my very first day, I had to meet him at the Twin Towns mediation room. And I went straight into doing a mediation. He'd flown in a senior barrister. and a junior barrister from Sydney. And Richard gave me the brief and he said, all right, you're on. You can bullshit anyone, but you cannot bullshit a senior barrister. Like, I was there, I was straight in the deep end. And he really taught me what it's like to perform in pressure and the importance of excellence. And really the responsibility that it has in having a client. So I learned so much from him as well that I carry through to Vacanza. When I first entered into the fashion industry, I worked with Del Rainbow and Bianca Gregg. And she is a massive, massive influence for me in business, especially women in business. I have never, and I don't think I will ever see someone work harder than her and lead life with so much passion. She's really shown the industry and me and anyone who's lucky enough to work under her that beauty and brains can belong in the same room. And she just, she leads with so much passion and she's so sure of herself and she never frays. She's just, even when she has to pivot, she's incredible. And like all of these incredible mentors that I've had is the reason why Vacanza is what it is today and why it is succeeding at the rapid pace that it is.
Yeah.
Because I've had, whether it's law, whether it's fashion, whether it's in my lounge room growing up, I've had all of these incredible influences and mentors. I'm so, so lucky.
It's amazing. You've had so many amazing mentors and people in your life being able to guide you.
Yeah.
What do you think you would say to people that don't have that or are seeking mentors or seeking advice? They want to start a fashion brand, they want to start a business, and they don't have maybe the same support you did.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
I think soak everything up as much as you can like a sponge. When I went to Sydney, I don't even know why I was there. It was probably something not even cool. And I sat in the front of the Uber and the Uber driver was telling me how he used to have an e-commerce brand and how he opened 3PLs in America and he gave me all these contacts in the Uber. I think soak up and anything you can from anyone. Ask questions, be curious. Who's serving your coffee? What do they do on the weekends? Maybe they're really amazing at marketing or maybe they know a thing or two about Xero software accounting. Just like be curious. You have to be curious. And even in any of these jobs, I think I could have just had the capacity of like, okay, I'm coming in at 8:30 and then I'm leaving at 5. But I would get there at 7 and I'd say, what happened on your weekend? What other cases are you working on? After work, go into the office. What happened today? Like what's going on tomorrow? Like always asking questions and being curious because you truly never know what you're going to learn.
Yeah.
And you've got everything at your fingertips. So many people that are willing to open up. And I also think don't be afraid to message around. When I started Vacanza, I messaged a lot of people. Hey, you've started a brand. I was wondering, what was your experience with this or that? And as much as people were reserved, the right people were open. Put yourself out there. You belong in the room. Everyone belongs in the room. And there's enough customers and clients and Instagram profiles for us all to succeed. So the right people won't withhold information.
That's such good advice. And sometimes I feel like in Australia, sometimes it's a cultural thing because I find the biggest difference between America and Australia, especially in working and networking and trying to get in the room, is that I just insert myself.
Yeah. And
it's not the common thing to do here. So to hear you say that, and
100%.
I think a lot of people struggle with feeling that, the tall poppy syndrome.
It's
that they don't want to stand out.
It's massive here. And that did happen to me. I did get a lot of, I guess you could say, like rejection and people being like, no. But I have learned to just take that on and go, watch me. Cool, you don't want to share that information? No worries. I'm going to get it without you and I'm going to get it better from someone else. The universe always rewards you with what you're meant to have and destiny will meet you wherever you go. So you have to trust that. You can't, rejection's the universe's protection. You weren't meant to hear that from them for a reason. So, and it is so big in Australia. Even any time I've traveled, everyone's been so open, sharing things. Here, it's like, but they're not your people.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right, let's go to the HQ. We're actually running a little bit late, so we've got to go.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm forever in motion with so much stuff in my hands. We've got samples, we've got styling kitten heels, we've got mini bags. It's forever in motion with fashion. So once a week we have our meetings. We have what we call the group. So it's mum, dad and I are everything within Vacanza. And they also have their construction company called All Build. And as I was mentioning before, I've grown up forever with mum and dad being in business. I know all the sacrifices it takes to run a business and to scale a business, and they've always done it so well. So as soon as the even idea of Modalità came about, mum and dad helped with the structure so that we were always turning over a profitable margin. As much as I would love it to just be fabrics and fun and Emma coming in all the time and us styling and photo shoots, it is a business. And I think most of the success has come from the foundations that mum and dad have laid. So yeah, in our meeting, we just kind of have a catch up, see the wins of the week, the losses of the week. Are we hitting our KPIs? If we're not hitting our KPIs, why aren't we hitting our KPIs? Marketing, any problems with manufacturing. Mum and I separately go over our design processes. And yeah.
And I suppose as well as the projections, we always look back as well. Like we look back 6 months, 12 months, going on 2 years now to see how we've grown, because we have to celebrate the wins as well, but we also have to see where we haven't grown and how we can actually, move forward or become better or, tighter in certain situations and everything like that. So it is a lot of financial, but it's also a lot of looking at things to see, how we can improve and where we have improved. So, yeah.
Yeah, the humble beginnings is the idea of it. Like any business, you sort of start off. We started off at our home, not sure where this was going, and then all of a sudden we got a bit of momentum. We moved into a smaller office, and then we've come into this beautiful building here that we're in at the moment, which, how long we're in here, the difference between this business and conventional business that we've been involved in, we don't know. We don't know where this is going. If you said to me 3 years ago, I'm going to be sitting here talking to a group of people about an online clothes business for girls or ladies, I would have said you're off your chops. But honestly, we don't know this business, and we've obviously engaged professionals to help us with it. But whether it's an online business or whatever it may be, we've got the foundations in place from business, whether it's conventional or online or whatever it called it. But the foundation is foundation, and that's getting the right numbers right, hard work, and having projections where you need to be heading and hit them. And as Geraldine said, the hot wash, I like to call it. You go back and you have a little look. You can't ignore problems. And I think a lot of businesses, particularly coming through in this particular sort of business, do ignore the problems. And the little problem becomes a big problem. So we're really all over that. But as a team, that's what we meet and talk about.
We know what to do, but we know what not to do. And that comes from failure. And everyone's always, really scared about failure or, about having a go. But unless you have those failures, you can't grow from them. So, yes, it is a lot of, figures and everything like that. But it's also a lot of conversations and really working out exactly where we want to be and how we can get there, and just dreaming as well. Like, just make, there's no ceiling in what any of us do. So just really just putting it out there to the universe and just having a go. And in our meetings we do that, and that's one thing that Tay is amazing at, really dreaming big about where Vacanza is going. So it's very exciting. So.
I'm a dreamer, but I'm a doer.
Jerry, can you talk to us about the collaboration between you and Tayla-Lea when you're designing or thinking about designs?
Well, I suppose with that, Tay takes the lead in all the designs. She's got a knack of just looking at a fabric and seeing how it will flow on people, and she has a feeling. She has this real feeling about how she wants, women to feel in a certain style. So she'll put it together and bring it across and have a chat about it, always she works very closely with our manufacturers as well. Getting samples in and then just really trying them on, like whether it's on Emma or, someone to wear them for a little while and just get the styles together. So.
And you were the one that taught her how to sew?
Well, probably more my mum. My mum is she's 93 now. Tay used to go there a lot as well, and of school holidays, and she'd be making these crazy little shirts and everything like that. So, and it's really special because having those times, and she used to crochet as well. So she learned all the skills, I would say, more so from my mum. So mum used to sew for all of us children and for the grandchildren as well, and crochet for all of us as well. So I think she's got a lot of the talents in that sector from mum.
Great. What do you think's been the proudest moment that you both have had seeing Tayla-Lea grow Modalità?
Mine's quite simple. It's she had a different career, and she was heading in a direction, which would have been a successful career in a corporate world. And to make the change and the sacrifice, I suppose, particularly from a financial point of view early on, was massive. She knew, I remember many years ago, when she chose to study for that particular corporate career, there was no chance, I thought, of her ever being in business, seeing she grew up in business and she saw the effort that needs to go into it. And then she's jumped over and had a crack, and she's had a crack. There's no two ways about it. There's been no stone left unturned. Blood, sweat and tears, a lot of tears. So that's my proudest moment, just the where other people may be choosing to go here or there, even her social life, I wouldn't call it a sacrifice. It's rewarding. It's very rewarding, but it's just been incredible. And it's actually progressed. As the business has grown, her lining up and focusing on that has been incredible, compared to people who's 27 years old. It's that's my proudest moment. Like she has a crack. The results, that's great, but I know that she's had a real crack.
Yeah, so, I think I'm the same. Like, it's great to see the growth in the business, but it's also, I think the proudest moment is seeing Tay develop into a businesswoman, backing herself. Like I said before, it's easy to say, I'm going to go do this, but actually actioning it. She's backed herself. She's extremely driven, and she's built something that's sustainable. That's not just I'm going to build something. She's put her heart and soul into this, and she's really developed herself as well. So very proud.
So we're still waiting on the custom buttons for the denim. Hi! Hello, thank you for coming. We are so excited to see everything on you. It's going to be gorgeous. All right, let's go. All right, so we need to try on the first samples for winter. I'm worried about the denim, so we're going to prioritize this. And then we've got our custom beading coming in a long sleeve, winter form. This is going to be too big on you, but we'll just clip it. But yeah, I know, it's so beautiful. I feel like that's going to be really amazing because we've got a really great response for this mini dress that we've done. So I'm excited to bring it in a winter setting with a long sleeve. It'll be gorgeous. And yeah, I'm dying to see these, but this is priority. So go get dressed into this, and then I'll give you a tank.
Yeah. Perfect.
And yeah, just keep your black kitten heels on. That's perfect.
Amazing. Okay.
Winter has actually been probably the hardest season to design for. Naturally here in Australia, and especially where we live in northern New South Wales, it doesn't actually get that cold. And compared to like Melbourne, where everyone's really fabulous with their fur coats, we don't really have that sort of styling here. I'm really wanting to lean more into the classic Vacanza girl that carried through summer to winter. So the pieces are a little bit more vibrant texture, but it's been really hard to know what our audience wants, but equally the girl that we're trying to be. Great. So something that's really important to me when I'm designing a collection as well is how it sits in your wardrobe. I think there's such beauty in romanticizing your wardrobe, and I really want women to celebrate and fall in love with getting dressed again, and that starts in the way that it's displayed in your wardrobe. So I love playing with the textures and the sequins and, you know, the suedes and the denims that is really carried through for the winter collection as well, while stripping down to the elevated basics that everyone loves and adores, especially in 2026. So really honouring that both side of like the everyday girl, and then also what's she wearing for the occasion, how does she want to show up, how is she entering into a room, how is she leaving a room. Perfect. Gorgeous. How do they feel?
They're amazing.
So my biggest worry in doing a low to mid rise is just this back gaping bit, but I feel like it looks really good. These denim jeans were actually inspired by a moment that I was out with my beautiful girlfriend Morena. The restaurant had closed. The bartenders kept it open. She got up the table and was dancing in her vintage low-rise denim jeans. And the girl that she was in that moment, I just need every girl to be like that this winter. So that's where the design for this came from. I feel like it's pretty much done. We're just gonna customize the buttons. Emma's a beautiful size extra small. So then we'll try it on a 10 and it's good to go. I feel like the length's really good too because you're quite tall.
And the colour's insane. Like,
Yeah, it's a perfect color.
Yeah. No, they're so flattering.
And we're matching.
We're matching!
So this is miles too big, but it's a fine line between the elastic scratching you. So you need to let me know if it gets itchy.
No, it feels fine.
But we're gonna have to get rid of a fuckload of material in the back. Does that feel? It's gorgeous. It's just the most perfect relaxed fit, like with a high boot for winter. So stunning. Over jeans. Oh, it's gonna be so gorgeous. I'm so excited for this. Yeah, gorgeous. Perfect. We're gonna change the lining, I feel,
Okay.
because you can see the stripes through. This just like styled with jeans, a white tank, or like if you're going out, like a gorgeous little bodice dress like you've got on. I'm really excited for outerwear. Nervous, but excited. It's really interesting when you're sampling because it like starts with an idea and then it kind of evolves. For example, we have this gorgeous suede dress that was released in our autumn collection, and this is how it started. So you just truly never know. I knew I wanted fringing details, but the designs are forever evolving. I wore this dress, I wore it out. How did it feel? What did I want to change? I knew it had to be thicker. I knew it had to be more texture. I knew this had to be more dramatic. So then it evolves to something like this. That's the importance of test driving your samples. And that one's actually for free. There you go.
Emma, can you tell us a little bit about your friendship with Tayla-Lea?
Oh my gosh, I feel like there's just so much. Like, our friendship is honestly everything to me, and it started off so naturally too. Like, I bought something off Modalità for my birthday, and I needed to swap the sizes over, so I messaged her, and we met up, and it just was flowing conversation from the start, and just, you know, it was immediate love at first sight. So yeah, it's just been a really special bond, and I feel like we've grown together so much over the years and just always been there for each other, supporting each other and building up together and side by side. It's such a blessing to have each other. Yeah.
And what's the best part about working with her?
I feel like it's just always so much fun. There's always so much joy, and you know, it's just always a special day. Something special always happens, and we're just both so passionate in what we do. And yeah, it's just this bright light around us every time we're together and shooting, and it's always just such a special memory.
Tayla-Lea has said that you have been a muse to her brand. What is it like being someone's muse?
I think we're just, you know, we just really love each other so much, you know, where there's so much love and such a special bond between us, and we just want to bring each other up, and we're so happy for each of our successes and our wins. And I think just having each other side by side, supporting each other and getting so inspired by each other, you know, that's really incredible. And I think we are each other's muses at this point, you know, like it's just so inspiring being around her. And I'm so in love with Modalità and so in love with her. So I think when we're together, it just, you know, shines through, because there's just
Absolutely.
love and joy there, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
And it's really, for me, it's the sisterhood that beautiful Emma has given me, in that, I don't want to get emotional. She makes the confidence that she makes me feel is something that I hope women feel when they're wearing Modalità. And she is just such a ride or die from the brand. And our relationship actually started from her support in buying, and to now what it is, and her trying everything on. This girl's never out, not in Vacanza. It's crazy.
It's my second home.
Literally. And then the weekend we were like chasing billboards all around the Gold Coast that beautiful Emma was modeling on. And so, yeah, our sisterhood is something that I cherish so much, and has influenced in absolutely every part of the business. In our customer service, how are we talking to them like they're our best friend? In the designs, how are the girls feeling in them? How are we rallying around someone when we see them in Vacanza? It's not just comment, wow, you look great. It's like, holy shit, you look insane. You're amazing. You're a powerhouse. I'm so inspired by you. Very lucky.
I'm very lucky.
Okay, Tayla-Lea, are you ready for some rapid fire
Yes,
questions?
let's go.
Okay, if you had to wear one outfit for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Gorgeous bikini with a beautiful resort dress over top.
Amazing. What songs have been on repeat lately?
The UK DJ Prosper, anything from him. I love like a house background music.
Your biggest ick?
Ew, people that only talk about themselves.
Can you show us what's in your bag?
Yes, it's probably not as fabulous today. My Aesop hand sanitizer, a lighter from being at a tavern on the weekend, my bronzer, and my wallet.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Thinking that I should have a sweet treat with every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Last time you laughed really hard?
My boyfriend last night, he's a walking endorphin. He's hilarious.
Last time you cried?
Probably also my boyfriend, because I'm just so proud of him. He's really killing life at the moment, and he just makes me so emotional. We've been together for 10 years. I love him.
What's your comfort show?
Sex and the City.
Celebrity crush?
Jude Law. Young. Specifically pre the Christmas one he did.
What's your favorite Modalità piece you've designed?
The wrap shirt.
One word to describe your winter collection?
Texture.
Favorite Gold Coast restaurant?
Burley Gin Bar. It's not a restaurant, but a martini is a food.
Favorite cocktail order?
Oh, dirty martini. But if they don't have vermouth, then you order a dirty wet martini.
And what do you want to be known for?
Making women feel confident and making women love getting dressed again.
Amazing. Thanks for spending the day with us.
Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure.